The height requirement for luminaires, also known as light fixtures, located above bathtubs or spas, is a critical safety consideration. The relevant electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specify these requirements to minimize the risk of electrical shock in these wet environments. The question of whether the height requirement is 6 feet or 8 feet is answered in the NEC. Generally, the height requirement is 6 feet measured vertically from the top of the bathtub rim or spa inside wall. This means that any part of a luminaire, including the lamp or any suspended parts, must be at least 6 feet above the highest point of the tub or spa. The key reason for this height limitation is to ensure that individuals in the tub or spa cannot easily come into contact with the luminaire or its energized parts. Water significantly reduces the body's resistance to electrical current. Contact with an energized component in a wet environment can lead to severe electrical shock, injury, or even death. In addition to the height requirement, ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection is mandatory for electrical circuits serving bathtubs and spas. A GFCI is a fast-acting circuit breaker that detects even small imbalances in the electrical current flowing through a circuit. If a current leak is detected, indicating that electricity is flowing through an unintended path, such as a person in contact with an energized component, the GFCI will quickly interrupt the circuit, cutting off the power and minimizing the risk of electrical shock. GFCI protection is required for all 120 volts, 15 amps and 20 amps receptacle outlets installed within 6 feet of the inside wall of a bathtub or spa. This requirement ensures that any electrical appliances or devices used near the tub or spa are protected by a GFCI. Luminaires located within the 6-foot zone must also be GFCI protected. The NEC provides specific guidelines for the installation of electrical equipment in and around bathtubs and spas. These guidelines address various aspects of electrical safety, including wiring methods, grounding, bonding, and the selection and installation of suitable luminaires. Some key points to consider are: firstly, luminaires installed in wet or damp locations must be specifically designed and listed for those environments. These luminaires are constructed with materials and seals that prevent moisture from entering the enclosure and coming into contact with energized parts. Secondly, wiring methods used in wet locations must be suitable for the environment. Electrical codes typically require the use of waterproof or watertight conduit and fittings to protect the wiring from moisture. Thirdly, proper grounding and bonding of electrical equipment is crucial to ensure a safe electrical system. Grounding provides a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the GFCI to quickly detect and interrupt the circuit. Bonding connects all metal parts of the electrical system together to create an equipotential plane, minimizing the risk of voltage differences between different parts of the system. Fourthly, switches must not be installed within reach of a person using the tub or shower. The NEC specifies minimum distances for locating switches away from tubs and showers to prevent accidental contact. Fifthly, ensure all electrical work complies with the NEC and local electrical codes. Local codes may have additional requirements or more stringent standards than the NEC. In Pennsylvania, adherence to the NEC and local electrical codes is essential for ensuring electrical safety in residential and commercial buildings. Pennsylvania adopts the NEC as the basis for its electrical safety regulations, but local municipalities may have additional amendments or requirements. It is important to consult with local electrical inspectors and authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. When installing lighting over a bathtub or spa in Pennsylvania, consider firstly consulting the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local electrical codes. Secondly, measuring the vertical distance from the top of the bathtub rim or spa inside wall to the lowest part of the luminaire. If the distance is less than 6 feet, the luminaire must be GFCI protected. Thirdly, ensuring that the luminaire is listed for wet locations. Fourthly, using appropriate wiring methods and conduit to protect the wiring from moisture. Fifthly, properly grounding and bonding all electrical equipment. Sixthly, having a qualified electrician perform the electrical work to ensure compliance with all codes and regulations. The NEC Section 410.4 covers requirements for luminaires in specific locations. Section 680 covers the requirements for swimming pools, spas, hot tubs, and hydromassage bathtubs. These sections provide detailed information on the installation of electrical equipment in these wet environments, including the requirements for lighting, receptacles, and other electrical devices. Understanding the specific requirements outlined in these sections is essential for ensuring electrical safety. In addition to the height and GFCI protection requirements, consider the type of lighting used over bathtubs and spas. LED lighting is a popular choice due to its energy efficiency, long lifespan, and ability to produce a variety of light colors and intensities. When using LED lighting, ensure that the luminaires are suitable for wet locations and that they are properly grounded and protected by a GFCI. Recessed lighting is another common option for bathtubs and spas. Recessed luminaires must be installed in accordance with the NEC requirements, including the height and GFCI protection requirements. Ensure that recessed luminaires are IC rated, meaning they are suitable for direct contact with insulation. This is important to prevent overheating and fire hazards. Low voltage lighting systems are also used in some bathtub and spa installations. Low voltage lighting can provide a soft ambient light that is both aesthetically pleasing and energy efficient. Low voltage lighting systems must be installed in accordance with the NEC requirements, including the requirements for transformers, wiring methods, and grounding. In summary, the height requirement for luminaires above bathtubs and spas is generally 6 feet. All luminaires and electrical equipment within 6 feet of the inside wall of a bathtub or spa must be GFCI protected. Compliance with the NEC and local electrical codes is essential for ensuring electrical safety in these wet environments. Always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that electrical work is performed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Ignoring these safety precautions can lead to serious electrical shock hazards.